You and Brian get to the living room and see one of the windows by the front door is broken. Jeff and EJ are already there trying to figure out what happened. I was right, you say to Brian. So you heard it too, EJ says. You rarely see him without his mask. Yeah, at least I'm not alone. He woke me up, Jeff says. Sullivan walks downstairs to see what's going on. Oh, 4 people up? What's going on? He asks. The window's broken, you say. Jeff and I are trying to figure out who broke it and why it's broken, EJ says. Sullivan just sighs. I'll deal with it. All of you, go back to your rooms. It's 3 a.m. You and Brian make your way back into bed before Tim wakes up. Leaving him unattended for too long will cause him to wake up. You then wake up to the sun shining in your face the next day. You sit up and see both boys laying next to you, asleep. Tim pulls you back into a laying position. 5 more minutes, he grumbles. Okay, I need to... Your first floor door opens. Get up. It was Slender. All 3 of you, my office, now. That woke Tim and Brian up fast. None of you had time to change. You 3 just rushed up to his office in your pajamas. Yes, sir? Tim asks. Slenderman holds up his hand. I'm sorry for the abrupt wake-up, but I have odd news, he says. What? You ask, worried. There's a new open spot big enough for a new mansion. I want you 3 to check it out. You make it sound like a big deal, you say. Well, 2 of you can go then, Slender offers. Okay, I need to talk to you about something anyway, you say. Both boys leave to go to their respective rooms to change. What is it? He asks. I saw Zolgo last night when I was going to bed. He was about 30 feet from my window. Neither boy saw him. Well, did he do anything else, or just stand there? No, he left before either boy saw him. Very well. He doesn't want to cause harm. Do you know how the window broke? No, all I heard was glass breaking. Very well. You can go change now. I want opinions on the new location. Got it. You do just as you're ordered. You meet the boys, including Toby, outside on the porch. I thought Toby was in trouble, you ask. I am. I'm secretly going. Nope, go inside, or I will get Slender, you say. Fine, since you have to be a bitch about it. He leaves, giving you death glares the whole way. I'm still saying something. Fine by us, Masky says. You 3 leave, hunting for this new spot you might call home. We made it, you explain. Yes, and it only took us 3 hours. Hoodie says. Calm down, Masky says, pulling out a cigarette. Give me one, you say. You sure? As long as Hoodie doesn't snitch, I'll be fine. Hoodie takes off his mask and grabs his cigarette from your hands. I won't snitch if I get... He's interrupted by you. You're less of a cigarette junkie than Masky. Put your mask back on before someone sees us. Or finds us. Sullivan chose to leave us 3 alone. That doesn't mean someone won't come looking for us to see if we made it. I'm not going to try to sound rude, but... He follows your orders and puts his mask back on. He hands Masky back the cigarette and goes to climb a tree. Brian, Tim says, what the fuck are you doing? Climbing a tree? He says, getting about halfway up. Looks like this is the spot. It seems big enough. Might need to clear out a few trees, though. Alright. You and Masky look up at the tree Hoodie's climbed. You good up there? You ask. Hoodie looks down at you. Yeah. He's about halfway up the tree still. Do you want to come down so we can leave? Masky asks. Nah. I'm going to the top, Hoodie says. Have fun with that, you say. Masky and I are going back now. You and Masky start to walk away. Masky hands you a cigarette. Right as he gives you the lighter, Hoodie came down the tree. As you light the cigarette, Hoodie takes the lighter from you. I thought you wouldn't, he says. You take a big inhale of it, pause for 20 seconds, then exhale, grabbing the cigarette out of your mouth. I am an independent person. And besides, it's just one, not like I'm asking for one every day. Let's head back. That'll give us time to finish our cigarettes, Masky says. You nod your head in agreement, knowing Slender would have your head if he caught you smoking. The walk back to the mansion was silent. Hearing the birds was calming to you. As you three get back to the mansion, your father is waiting outside. How does it look? He asks. A few trees need clearing, but it may also be we went to the wrong location, you say. No, I said the same to Slenderman. You went to the right place, your father says. Good, Masky says. Another question. Which one of you smokes? Your father asks. Both you and Masky look at each other, then back at your father. I take it it's Masky over you, my child, but you smoke on occasion? He asks. Yeah. Do I smell? No, just keep it low. You walk inside and Slender is waiting. So, do you like it? Yeah, Hoodie says. Very well. I'm deeply sorry for the intrusion this morning. You have free roam of the house for another few hours, so no one else will be around. But you three and Toby are awake. Slenderman says, I can make cheesecake, you say. You dart into the kitchen before you're stopped by Masky. Not now. Wait until everyone's up. Make something else right now, he says. No, Slender says. She's fine to make it now. It might get everyone else up anyway. Masky lets go of your shoulder and backs off. Alright. Let us know if you need help, Hoodie says. You get in the kitchen and start to grab everything you need. Slender knew after he had Brian and Tim do some shopping, you'd want to make any food. You get everything laid out while you go looking for the recipe card. Slender, you call from the kitchen. Do you know where the cheesecake recipe is? I can't find it in the cabinet. He pokes his head into the kitchen. What do you mean you can't find it? Can you help me find it? You ask. Sure. He walks further into the kitchen. He begins to help you find the recipe card. Did you find it over there? You ask. I'm looking through the recipe cards right now. It was put high up, Slenderman says. He pulls out a note card, holds it out, and sets it on the counter. I don't see it. Well, where else can we look, you ask? I don't know. Ask one of the boys for their phone. I'm sure one of them will let you borrow it. Slender says, Okay, I feel like one of them has the card. Could be. Please, go check. You nod your head and leave the kitchen. You walk up the stairs to the second floor to look for the boys. As you walk past Toby's room, you hear Tim and Brian talking to him. Look, Tim says. I don't want this to get back to Slenderman, but... You walk away before he continued. You didn't want to know the secret he had. You get to Tim's room and realize knocking would be no use since you know where he was anyway. You don't even try to go on Brian's door because he's with Tim. You go back downstairs and see Slenderman sitting in his chair. They're in Toby's room, you say. Okay, you didn't go ask. They were talking. I didn't want to be rude. He sighs and stands up. What are you doing? You ask. Going to see where my recipe card went. I'll start on the first floor just to cover some ground. You nod your head in agreement, knowing arguing with him would be the worst thing ever. You follow him up the stairs to Toby's room. Right as you approach, Tim and Brian walk out. What's up, Slender? Tim asks. Can my niece borrow one of your phones? I can't find my cheesecake recipe card. Slender says. Really? It's not with the other cards, Brian says. No, you say. Tim pauses for a moment, then turns around and walks into Toby's room again. A scuffle occurs and Tim walks out holding the note card. This? He asks. Slender grabs it and looks over it for a moment. After a minute, he hands it to you. Tell Toby to meet me in my office, Slender says. All right, Brian says. You walk back down the stairs, pausing when you get to the bottom step. Brian follows you downstairs and pauses a step behind you. What? He asks. Did Tim hide the recipe card in Toby's room? You ask, turning around to face Brian. Yeah, that's why Tim wanted you to wait. He was going to have you go find it, and you'd find a gift from the two of us. You fully turn around and bolt up the stairs to Slender's office. As you open his office door, you interrupt his yelling rant to Toby. What? I'm in the middle of something, he says. I understand that, sir. I have intel about the recipe card. And what would that be? I understand why Tim told me to wait. And that would be the gift that Tim and Brian got her, sir, Toby says. It's true. I don't know what the gift is, but I know why they had Toby hold on to the card. Slender looks at you, trying to look confused. You faceless man, you say. Great attempt at a confused face. Thank you. I guess, Toby, you can leave. Sorry for blaming you, Slender says. Thank you, sir, Toby says, walking out the door. My dear. No, you interrupt him. No. No. It looked like Tim was hiding a ring box. Sure, they took your recipe card, but they had good morals on doing it. Please don't punish them. Slenderman looks at you for a moment, then out the window. He looks back at you and sighs. Not my thought at all. I just wanted to know what the gift was, my dear. Follow Toby. You look at him puzzled. Really? Yes, do it quickly. You turn around and walk out of his office. As you get to Toby's room, Tim approaches you. What's up? He asks. Nothing much. I'm about to go back downstairs. Where are you going? You ask. Going to talk to Slender about an issue. Enjoy baking. Tim walks past you into Slenderman's office and shuts the door behind him. You pause outside of Toby's open door. What? He asks. Can I get the gift from Tim and Brian? Slender, a loud bang interrupts you. Brian runs up the stairs and into Slenderman's office. What the? Toby jumps up, grabs, and hands you the gift as he runs out. What's going on? You rush into Slenderman's office to see what's truly going on. As you open the door, you see Tim lying up against the wall. Brian and Toby are trying to calm Slenderman down. No, you can't outright ask her. It's not a ring, sir, Brian yells. Then what? What is it? Slenderman yells. You quickly open it in the doorway. The tearing of paper catches everyone's attention. Slenderman rushes to you. What is it? He asks. You're holding a small box, black velvet with gold lettering and a gold hinge on the back. Open it, Slenderman demands. As you open the box, Brian snatches it from you. Look, Slender, it is a ring. Two, in fact. Not a proposal ring, it's just something we thought she'd like, Brian says. Slender just glares at him. You slip past Slender to go check on Tim. You shake him, trying to get him awake. Tim? You keep shaking him. Tim, you have to wake up. Slenderman approaches. My dear, I might have thrown him at the wall. You roll your eyes. I can see that. Toby comes over to help you get Tim off the floor. As Toby helps you, Tim slightly wakes up. What? Just rest. You're okay. Toby and you get him out of Slender's office and to his room. I'll check on him later, you say. Good, good. I'm sorry for throwing him against the wall. I was filled with anger, Slender says. It's fine. He'll get over it when he wakes up. You step out of Slender's office and back downstairs to your room. You walk in and stare at the half mural on the wall. I really need to get that done. You sit down on your bed and stare at the mural more. I have no idea what it needs. You lay in your bed and stare at the ceiling. Brian opening the second floor door broke your train of thought. Hey, you look up at him. You good? Yeah, I'm just thinking. About, you ask? Will your father accept us? You get up as he reaches the first floor. Will Offender accept Tim and I? Brian asks. Explain. He sighs and looks at you. Will your father accept that Tim and I are dating you? He asks. I'm unsure. Is he still around? No, ask Slenderman where he went. Wait. I know why he'd know, Brian says. I get why you'd ask. It's not a realization thing. What do you mean? That it's not obvious about my dad's emotions on others. Fair. I know you're seeing the video long, and you can click off if you want to if you're not expecting this, but in part of the video, at the point where, I have to go back and look, after Slenderman says, yes, do it quick, I wrote this clip in third person, or this section in third person, or not third person, excuse me. The book it's normally written in third person. I wrote this part in first person. I normally write my stories in first person because they're based off of OCs, and I'm kind of doing it through my own perspective of it and my own take. And so, I wrote it basically, instead of the you turn around and walk out of his office, as you get to Toby's room, Tim approaches you. It says, I turn around and walk out of his office. As I get to Toby's room, Tim approaches me. The rest of the chapter is written in third person. That small section is written in first person. And I want to apologize because I had to quickly pause the middle of my recording, delete that part clip out, go and edit it in my script, and then record it again. So, I'm sorry that it doesn't seem broken up too badly, because this software is pretty easy to adapt to. But I'm really glad you guys are liking my content, and I'm happy you guys are excited in a way about my new content, and that I'm just trying something new. I'm testing waters of different things. So, I'm going to keep doing this series. Series will end when I feel it needs to end, and I don't know if that'll be in, I'm currently, part 15 I have fully written. I'm currently in the works of part 16. I didn't want to write anymore because I wanted to catch myself up to what I had already written, and now that I'm just, a chapter behind, I need to sit down and have time to write out more script. But there's also other things I'm trying to be able to film more of my Minecraft content. I'm happy you guys enjoyed the intro to the Interstellar SMP. I'm trying to also record other content, such as trying to do Resident Evil. I may ask one of my friends if I can record us playing an online game together, and just act like I'm a schizophrenic, because I don't know if they'll let me have their audio in the thing, because I don't know if they'll call me by my legal name or not, because I'm known as Anime on the internet. But I'm really excited that you guys enjoy my content. I'm trying to, what the Minecraft thing is, and I know I said it in the community post, it basically is allowing me to kind of get things uploaded on a regular basis, in a way, comparing to this series, which is almost not really, inconsistent because of my new work schedule and trying to find time to have a moment to record and not have to be interfering with my family or, hanging out with friends and stuff. So, I'm sorry for the long rant at the end of the video. I am really happy that you guys enjoy my content. If you are new and this is your first time listening to me, whatever, I have other parts. This video is added to a playlist. It's a variant playlist. And I have some public playlists out there too on my thing, just of things I've collected. Some I have private just so I can keep my weird side to myself, though this is weird anyway, in a way, to some outside perspectives, but I'm going to try to record more game content as well, get that figured out, sorted out, and whatnot. And yeah, there will probably be a couple collaboration videos coming out with myself, HSB333, and another friend of ours, Phoenix. But I don't know when we're gonna collab for Minecraft. I don't know any of that. So if you see me tagged in a video for Minecraft, you'll know why. We're trying to, but I know HSB is trying to figure out stuff like that, and we're also trying to, get Phoenix at a good moment when he can record. So, but thank you everybody so much for enjoying my content. Sorry for the very long ramble tangent. So, please like, subscribe, and I will try to get more stuff written out and try to get more stuff edited and filmed and whatnot. And thank you. Anime out.